In this tutorial, we're going to find an equation of the line that contains the given pair of points, -4, 5, and -2, -3. First, put the two ordered pairs in the slope formula and find the slope. And I've labeled these ordered pairs x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, and y sub 2. It doesn't matter which one is the ones or the twos, but just be consistent. Here we have our slope formula, and now we want to put our values for the x's and y's in. We first take y sub 2, which is -3, and then subtract y sub 1, which is 5. Next we take x sub 2, which is -2, and subtract x sub 1, which is -4. And watch whenever you subtract a negative, because minus a negative will make this become positive. You can also think of this as multiplying -1 times whatever x sub 1 is. After working this out, we have -2 plus 4 on the bottom, and on the top we have -8. We divide -8 by 2, and we get -4 as our slope. So now we can use one of two methods to find our equation, and I'm going to do both just to show that you can use either one you want. First, we're going to find the equation using the slope-intercept equation, y equals mx plus b. We want to select one of the two ordered pairs. It doesn't matter which one. Here I've selected the first ordered pair, -4, 5. These are our x and y values, and we just solved and found that our slope, m, is -4. Now we want to substitute these values in the y equals mx plus b equation and solve to find b. Here I've substituted in our numbers. We first want to multiply -4 times -4. This gives us positive 16. So now we want to isolate b, so let's subtract 16 from both sides. This results in b equaling -11. So the only thing we need to do to write the equation is to put in the values for m and b. We first used our slope formula to find that our slope is -4. Then we solved for b and found that b is -11. Now we just put these numbers in and write the equation. Here we have our equation, y equals -4x minus 11. Now I want to use the second method. Like I said, you can use whichever one you want, but after using the 2 points and finding the slope, in this method we're going to use the point-slope equation. For the second method, I've chosen the point -2, -3, and we have our slope -4. We only substitute in the numbers for x sub 1, y sub 1, and m. Be careful when putting in these. It's y minus y sub 1, and y sub 1 is negative, so this is going to make it positive, or you can think of it as -1 times -3, and it's also x minus x sub 1, and x sub 1 is also negative. Next we distribute -4 times each term in parentheses. Now we want to get the equation in the form y equals mx plus b, so let's subtract 3 from both sides. Here we have our equation, y equals -4x minus 11. You can find your slope and then use either of the two methods to finish finding the equation.